The pavilion is a collaboration between the UK and Kenya, who have had a difficult and unequal history marked by extractive relations. This collaboration is an intervention in reimagining of a better relation that acknowledges the interdependence of colonial afterlives. As curators, we have taken the British Pavilion and turned its colonial history and their geographies inside out.
In the portico, double vision is a replacement of the neoclassical facade by a veil of beads from Kenya made by Maasai women, formed in the shape of a manyata. Here, the ancestral architects of Kenya occupy a place that has been the exclusive domain of Western, often male, architects. As curators, we wanted to shift the lens of looking and retool the apertures of decolonial architectures.
The first room of the exhibition is called the Earth Compass. At the centre of the room is an impluvium structure which references both traditional African buildings but also the classical past, which the pavilion is part of, and it brings Nairobi and London together into a space of celestial reimagining. On the surrounding walls is an index of global national cumulative carbon emissions. We're using the room to pose another way of thinking about where architecture might be thought of as a tool for repair, renewal, and restitution.
The central, geographical, geological, and also conceptual focus of the exhibition is the Great Rift Valley. It is the cradle of human civilization. It's also a space of negotiation and conflict, and is where the deep earth emerges at the surface. We see this insurgent geology on the pavilion as a way of taking the pavilion out of the Giardini and presenting it actually as part of the earth, and thinking about how that status can be intervened on by posing these new ways of thinking and doing architecture.
Objects of Repair explores fracture and repair in the architectures and geologies of Palestine, drawing from the Palestine Regeneration Team's ongoing work to test and transform available resources to build and think about not only Gaza but the West Bank. What viewers will be experiencing is inspiration from Gazans who reappropriate the rubble and repurpose new design through particular tactics where ruins become active participants in creating new architectural skins.
Cave Bureau, alongside Phil Ayres and Jack Young at the Royal Danish Academy, collaborated on this installation. We travelled 500 kilometers from Nairobi into the coastal town of Shimoni, where the cave was used as a chamber to store enslaved people. Equally, it was a site where the British first landed in Kenya as a colonial exploit, and a site to continue the imperial project. As researchers into caves, we analyzed it in 3 dimensions, laser scanning it. The installation is a 1-to-1 replica of a section of this very cave.
Room 5, which is curated by Tandy Lawson, is called Lumumba's Grave. In this room, there's a series of graphite drawings mounted on the walls and ceilings, excavating fragments that depict the scenes of exploitation and extraction as an extraterrestrial ambition facilitated on the ground. Through these objects, the violence of rocketry is disavowed and overwritten with a story of liberation, one that is present in the drawings that inhabit the walls.
Venezia is in room 6, made by Mailing Loco and Gustave Kreml. They studied the Palm House at Kew Gardens in London to develop this installation. It was one of the world's first large greenhouses, acting as a focus and destination for a vast system of extraction and circulation of plants, minerals, energy, labour, as well as knowledge. A part of this structure is reimagined here, replacing the glass and steel with plant-based materials and timber, left empty to reverse the internal logics of this imperial infrastructure. Venezia turns the Palm House inside out. probing the possibilities of a reparative architecture emerging from the rhythms of material life cycles and their politics of ecological restitution.
We hope viewers will question who gets to be represented and recognized as an architect. We also hope the viewers might think about who gets to represent and imagine the world.